April 21st, New Orleans, Misfits Boxing is coming to town. 006, Le'Veon Bell taking on JMX. It's the UK versus the USA. And on the card, the sleeper fight on the card, you might say, Paul Bamba against Chris Avila, both men joining us today. This is the one to watch. This is really the fight that could catch fire on the night. Both guys join us now. Paul, Chris, good evening to you both. Chris, I'll start with you, sir. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks, but I'm not in camp. I'm not training. How's it all going?
It's going good. I'm over here at the gym right now, getting it in right now, and just getting ready to head out to New Orleans soon.
Talk to me a little bit about camp, if you will, Chris. What do you go through? What stage are you at the moment? Building up to fight night.
Nothing really changes. I'm always training. It's a 24/7 type of thing. So just intensify it a little bit as it gets closer to a fight, and yeah, I'm always ready to go. So
Good. Paul Bamba, welcome to the team. Your first fight on Misfits in the multi-fight deal. Talk to me a little bit. Same question. How's camp going? How are you doing?
Camp's going good. Same thing, about to go get a workout in. Basically how he said it is the same thing, always working and just intensifying stuff as it goes on, getting ready for the day. I think we're about 12 days out, so it's getting more exciting as time goes on.
Staying ready so you don't have to get ready. Paul, let me stay with you for a moment. What do you know about Chris? What do you know about him as a fighter? What have you seen in his previous fights that maybe you can learn from? And what do you expect to him to bring to the table on fight night?
I didn't really know too much until they showed me. I know he fought somebody I want to fight, Anthony Taylor. He beat him, so respect for that. I got my own beef for Anthony. That not too much though. I know he was in like the UFC and Bellator, so I'm expecting him to have a lot of experience and shit like that. But this is boxing, so also expecting to come out on top because it's more in line with my sport.
You talk about that fight experience. Anthony Taylor being one of those guys that he's fought. He's fought across different platforms. Do you think that gives him good experience coming into this, knowing that the fight game is sort of already in his head, the pressure that comes with before you get into skill sets? And I know that the MMA is different to boxing, etc. But just the fact of being in the pressure of a fight week, he's done this before. I mean, as have you. But do you think that maybe gives him some form of benefit?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think he has way more experience than I have fight wise. So that just fight is different from boxing, but like just in general, like doing all the press and the stuff that makes people a bit nervous. So yeah, that's definitely an advantage for him. Um, I think I'm used to. I got kind of quickly used to fight weeks when the crap in Dubai happened, and I had to handle a lot very last minute. But yeah, I think it's a benefit to him, but I ultimately don't think it matters too much as far as like the actual fight goes.
Chris, over to yourself, mate. Paul mentioned Dubai fiascos there. He's obviously been involved in fight weeks himself, holds a respectable boxing record coming into this. What do you know about Paul, and what challenges do you think he's going to bring to you?
I don't know much about him. I was offered a list of guys a while back for this fight card, and that's the guy who I chose to fight for this event. And but yeah, I'm gamed as it is, so I'm ready to go. It's just another fight. I'm staying taking this fight for just to stay warmed up, and I got a lot of bigger fights aligned for later this year in the summertime. So yeah, I'm just staying active right now.
I appreciate you may not want to say other fighters' names that were on those lists, but what made you want to choose Paul? Why Paul out of the list of names that was presented to you?
Maybe most of the guys on there are, a couple of them I did already fight. A lot of them I don't really fucking want to give any clout to or anything. So, and this guy has a regular boxing record, so I chose this guy, and yeah, that's why we're fighting.
That's
People
fair.
People come to Misfits. Paul, I want to turn this to you for a moment. People come to Misfits Boxing for entertainment, for boxing showcases, but also for beefs, etc. You know, we've seen narratives and storylines throughout the five Misfit shows we've had to date. On this card, with this fight in particular, people are seeing exhibition work. They're seeing, I don't want to say thoroughbred boxers, but two guys who know the fight game, who are experienced in the fight game. Do you think, I touched on it before, that maybe this is the sleeper fight of the night because it's two experienced pros? It's not two YouTubers beefing with respect to those guys. That's that lane. Do you think that maybe this is the fight to watch that night if you're in for that sort of, if that's why you're tuning in?
Yeah, I would say Chris and I are definitely gonna have fight of the night. We both like to bang. We both like to fight. We're both not pushovers. I'm pretty much aligned with everything he's been saying. And we both have a lot more experience than other people on the card. So I think that's going to be extremely helpful, and I think it makes it a lot more exciting for the fans too when you have two people that know what they're doing.
Chris, I want to put the same question. I thought we lost you for a moment there. Would you agree?
Yeah, apologize.
Would you agree with that narrative that maybe this is the experience side of the card, so to speak, and therefore you can expect a bit more, like Paul says, both guys who are coming to bang and know how to do it?
Yeah, I say I'm the most experienced guy on the whole card, and which I am. It's fact. So, yeah, if you want to see a real fight, that's what I bring. I'm the real fighter. I'm a real boxer. So you want, yeah, out of the whole card, I don't. It's it is an amateur kind of a card. So, but I'm not really into fighting just a 4 round fight. But yeah, sure, I'm taking what it is. So it's a good opportunity. It's a good platform to fight on. So yeah, I'll be yeah. There you go.
Pleasantries aside, there has been a little bit said online that I have to touch on too. It's my job to stir the pot a little bit. Chris, I don't know if you've seen any of the things that have been coming up on Twitter. How do you respond to some of maybe the memes that have been created? Is that just the fight being sold, or is that something that maybe gets to you a little bit?
I haven't seen anything. That's kind of that doesn't really not into that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm just coming to fight. I hope he comes to fight. I hope he shows up. I hope if not, I hope the promotion has someone back up for me because I'm coming. I'll be there. So yeah, so that's what I'm coming
I'm
with.
coming to lay you down, baby. That's what it is. Somebody's got to lose. I'm not a Dr. Mike, you know.
Paul, let me turn that to you. When you were trying to, was it you trying to stoke the flames a little on social media when you were throwing the names out, shall we say, on Twitter in particular?
Yeah, well, I think this whole thing, I do respect Chris as a fighter. I definitely do. And if you don't think so, now you're hearing it from my mouth that I do. But at the end of the day, it's not like regular boxing. Like Chris mentioned, it's a new game. So we're supposed to be more engaged with the fans. It's supposed to be a little bit more interactive. I know he's seen some of the memes. I didn't I didn't expect for the like Twitter fan base and people like that to take it to the extent that they took it. Not mad at them, but I could understand how it's a bit annoying. I know it's not something that he's really cares to do, but at the end of the day, it's a platform that the more interactive we are with these fans, the more we could get paid, the more we could, more eyes we have on us, the better we could do next time if it comes to that. So that's ultimately what I'm trying to do. I don't see the point in hiding from stuff or being shy. Either way, we get to punch each other in the face. So I don't see the point in being upset about a little trash talk. Nothing was personal. Everything was based around fighting. And just so you know, Chris, Global Titans fucked up my account. I didn't actually buy my followers, but I appreciate you looking into me.
Chris, I've got to say, you seem very cool. I mean, you seem like you don't really want to engage with Paul on this. I've got to ask, is this a tactic? Is this genuine disinterest? What is the thinking behind not really rising to any of this that's coming towards you?
I'm just getting ready for a fight, man. You know what I mean? I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I bring, so I don't need to engage. I don't need to sit here and argue with people back and forth. It's a new era in fighting. It's kind of weird. I like the old school ways where just fucking
Fights.
hella corny. I'm a real fighter, so I don't really partake in all that. So ready to go.
Do you honestly think Dr. Mike's a better boxer than me? Though? I see you say that. Like that's kind of crazy.
What?
You honestly
He's
think
a
Dr.
better
Mike's
boxer than you. Who you fought? You ain't fought nobody. He actually fought a real fighter. He ain't fought
bro? He
nobody.
fought. Much respect to you. I gave you that already, but like, come on.
I know.
He
Pop
he
off.
fought you. He, that's ridiculous.
Pop off.
I'm glad you couldn't keep a straight face saying it. Like, come on, Dr. Mike, really? This is the most engaging opponent I have ever had. It is tantalizing.
He ain't fought nobody.
He only fought you.
How
So how do you? Oh, sorry, Chris, my fault.
how different a test, Paul, is Chris from the fight that was obviously much publicized that didn't happen in Tommy Fury? How had that fight had happened, would you rank Tommy a tougher test than Chris or a different test, or how would you do that?
You
I
didn't
think it's
even fight
different.
him.
I think not. That wasn't my fault though, bro. He came in like 10 pounds overweight, and then they was doing funny shit over there. Money moves things in
Scared.
Dubai. Scared? Yeah,
Scary.
terrified.
Scary.
Yeah, but
Supposed to buy and not fight.
well, if you ever want to talk about it, I could shoot you a text and we could like FaceTime about it if you want.
I don't
I'll show
text
you. You all right? I think it is a different type of test though. I think Chris is a more experienced fighter than Tommy or myself. Keyword being fighter. I think Tommy would be a harder boxing match because that's what Tommy does. But I think that the little tips and tricks Chris has accumulated over the years in his toolbox is going to help him out. I know that he's right-handed, but he fights southpaw at times, so he tries to do little things like that. I know Nate Diaz is an amazing southpaw, someone I look up to, so I get that. He has good people around him. He's learning from good people. But I think it's all the same. It's 4 rounds. We both have a job to do, and neither of us are just going to lay down. I mean, me personally, I feel like, irregardless of how the fight goes, I feel like I would have knocked the doctor out. So unless he threw the fight or he just didn't try, and he's walking away again, it's crazy. What the fuck?
I think he's bringing a couple of his team in at the moment. Chris, I don't know if we still have you. You've got your team there with you. Obviously, Nate's behind you. Paul's just brought Nate Diaz
West side, motherfucker. Yeah.
Paul,
I wish I had a cool big brother. I don't got all that cool stuff. I had to earn mine through the mud, so it's cool.
Shut up. He's a fanboy.
You want to say the whole
Fanboy.
phrase?
Oh, look at you. Look at you got all excited because you saw Nate. Damn.
I was laughing at you for having a brother name.
Ah, damn. I'm fighting a fan, guys. He's a fan of me, my team.
You seem to have more confidence when you bring your friends around. How come you don't have it on your own?
Oh, man. Fanboy. What's up, fanboy?
This is the most interactive.
I hope you show up, though, next week. I'm going to be in New
nature, though?
Orleans. I'm
Are
being
you
New
gonna
Orleans.
throw water
Show
bottles
up.
at me like you did Dr. Mike? Are you gonna
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Get you some sleep.
I think we got you with that. Well, who's that mayor dude that keeps DMing me for you?
Don't worry
Something.
about it. Don't worry about it. No
Give
one
all these people
about
DMing me
internet.
on your behalf.
Don't worry about social media. Just show up to the fight.
Hey, I'll be there.
Oh, okay. Don't back out like you did to Tommy Fury either. Scary. Don't be scary.
Yeah,
It's okay. It ain't gonna hurt.
Chris, does this fight go the
I
distance?
don't think it will hurt. I think that's the truth though. It won't hurt. You don't knock people out. You don't. You didn't knock out a doctor, a YouTube fighter. You couldn't.
Dr. Mike will beat your ass.
I highly fucking doubt that.
I know for a fact.
I highly doubt that. I honestly think Anthony Taylor is a harder fight than you. And you beat him.
Taylor will beat you up.
I doubt that too. But you have a lot to say when people come around. I wish you had this energy on your own. It shows that you have a lack of confidence, which is cute. But, you know, keep running your miles. Make sure you make weight. Do what you need to do. Swallow, don't spit, and then we'll be good, you know?
Chris, let me ask you: Does this fight go the distance in your opinion?
I don't know. It's only 12 minutes. Doesn't matter. I'm bringing my experience. I'm the boxer in this fight. I'm the real boxer in this fight. I'm the real fighter. Yeah, guys want to see a real fight? Watch me get down.
All right. Can you agree with me on this one thing? We are, in fact, the best fighter tonight, though? Or you just hate me that much so you can't even agree to that?
What'd you say?
I said, can you agree with me on this one thing? We are, in fact, the best fighter tonight? Or
I'm the best fighter on this card? Yeah. Yes, I am.
Paul, what does it? What does it?
For this? I gotta go train.
Bruh,
Paul, what does it do? What does it do for Chris to have someone like Nate Diaz walking behind him and be on his team there? How much does that give him? How much edge does that give him?
I don't think it gives you anything. It's just a boost of it's a clear boost of confidence to have somebody that's successful behind you that supports you. Like, that's a great thing to have. I don't have that as far as like boxing or fighting goes or anything. So kudos to him for that. I also don't sit there and run to try to appease everybody.
Real fighter. Real fighter.
You're a water boy. You Nate's water boy, bro.
You went pro in 2021, bro. I've been fighting for, I don't even know who you are. So
if I'm so bad, why'd you pick me? If I'm so bad,
how old are you? Like 40? You like 40?
I'm so bad, why'd you pick me?
I don't know.
You pick easy fight.
A decent record.
I'm just going with your words. Do you pick easy fight? You said.
Hey, you're welcome. Just show up.
I might not. I might be too scared.
Figured.
Yeah, you never know.
Well,
you're having trouble reading.
April 21st, guys. I think we're gonna have to find out. We're gonna find out one way or the other. Both you guys in the ring. No one behind you can do it for you. We find out April 21st, New Orleans, live on DAZN. It's coming. Nola, Chris Avila, Paul Bamba. Thank you, boys, very much for joining us. We'll see you in fight week.